finals run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Back to Green. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
But Trey, no good. His first miss after 3 makes.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Horford. From past the arc.
You don't play with him, huh?
Good. Great play by Green.
You don't play with that dude, do you?
Well, this is just another way that Al Horford can beat
play
you.
with
He
him.
has turned himself
Like when he get the ball, it's a wrap.
quality three-point shooter.
That's your boy right
Foul
there.
goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. There's the steal.
Oh, Jimmy got defense on the team.
Pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles.
Dripping
Shooting
like
foul
that.
as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, young talents like
that's
Anthony
Anthony
Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA
My wing
and
crazy.
continue to grow and reach your potential.
That's what happened. You got him and Jimmy Butler.
Joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Appreciate you.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This
They was
guy's a
giving me
real
Jimmy
game changer
and
on
what
the
you call
floor.
in that
Scores
trade.
it at a high clip.
Who you
Can play
traded?
big inside and play big outside.
Hollis.
Does
Dixon.
everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now, here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porzingis can't hit. Clippers trailed by 3. Here's Bouknight. He doesn't hit that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Fox with it. Butler covering. And Towns gets it to go.
One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good.
I think I got it, AK.
Picks up the assist.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Doris, when healthy, do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I absolutely do. Porzingis very capable nightly of giving you 20 and 10. And at 7'3", because he can space up and make jump shots, he is always valuable. The key to me is 2 things. Stay healthy and make sure you're locked in defensively. He can be a great shot blocker. I think he needs to lock in there.
Now, here's Butler.
Let's go. That's why I picked you up, Lonzo. Oh, Tom. I need to back my screen up.
Jackson. Outside, Ball. To the inside. Here's Towns.
I got it, AK.
Shot clock at 5. Frames the three-pointer.
You're not on here?
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity.
Uh-oh.
Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside Butler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Great focus from Jimmy Butler right there. He understands contact is part of the game. He's almost inviting you to hit him.
Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Butler. Back to Anthony. From downtown. San Antonio with the rebound. Jackson from long range. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point.
The Spurs, 18.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Jackson. From the arc. They get it back. Towns with it. Back to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. That one a little long.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Green taking his time here. Back to Smith. Teardrop shot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And the Clippers call time here.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Let's hear it for your Kid Clipper.
Here's Holmgren. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Smith with it. Pass to Holmgren. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Possession, San Antonio.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. And it's Sharp missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers get another chance here. Pass to Green. And here's Sharp. Smith for three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
Shooting for San Antonio.
Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
Yeah, and Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off, earning every penny
2 minutes
from that deal.
in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Fox. Following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. The three from Porzingis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Here's Fox. Here he goes.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Knocked loose. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Fox gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Sharp. Six to shoot. Smith on the wing. Misses off the right iron.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jackson. Releases from the wing and drills it. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Out of bounds.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay
Finally
attention
gonna
to
give
the
me a
score.
dub.
Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's San Antonio. 13 points.
Score. Your Clippers. 14.
It's going to happen to AK too if he switch to that zone.
We'll see if things
Scary
play out
ass,
a little
bro.
more evenly here in a second. Here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's Towns. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Ball to the Spurs.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Spurs. Karl Anthony Towns.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Clippers trailed by 13. Stolen by Ball. There's the lob to Towns.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
to the paint. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Kristaps Porzingis.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
But he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Porzingis with the block.
Jimmy Butler.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Over in the corner, Porzingis launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Porzingis has got 14 points.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't pull him off.
Now Ball following Al Horford's three-point attempt. Over in the corner, Porzingis. This one for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And once again, give it up for your Kid Clippers.
Clippers trail by 21.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Jackson. Excellent D there from Anthony. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside, Green. Pass the Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Out to Porzingis. Back to Jackson. Over Anthony. Jackson missing again.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Back to Ball. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Butler.
San Antonio.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
Taking 2 shots.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
San Antonio foul.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
And the Clippers call time here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
Forcing the action down low. Green earning a trip to the strike. And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 9. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 20. Inside. Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Towns in the corner. Fires from deep. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Now, here's Fox. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith up top. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's Sharp missing.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Possession, San Antonio.
Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far.
Take that, baby. Hey, swing it.
1 second left. And Towns throws it down.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
26.
A big-time effort for
Spurs. 46.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Great play by Green to set it up.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jabari Smith picks one up.
First team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
At the line for the Spurs.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Green. Driving in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Porzingis.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick of the draft. And that's really changed the landscape.
Pass the ball. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Porzingis. Fires the three. The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender. You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
And he hasn't had his usual rhythm thus far from the line. I think he's getting back into it with those two.
You can tell every time down the floor, Jimmy Butler trying to make a play right there, drawing contact.
At the line for your Clippers.
He hits the second from the line. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Spurs leading by 14. That's tipped. Butler with the steal. All going up court. Shots good by Green.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Right side Porzingis. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Butler. It's stolen by Green. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Left side, Towns. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Outside, Horford. And no good that time. So it's San Antonio now. 22 is their biggest lead. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. Los Angeles with another miss. Left side, Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Poked loose. Down low. Good work defensively by Horford.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And the Clippers call time here. They trailed by 14. 156 left in the fourth quarter.
Time to get a free t-shirt. And your Clippers U15. Your kid Clippers.
Clippers with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Edwards. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside, Fox. Aldridge, no one around him. Off the left rim and out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And another turnover here by San Antonio. 1:14 left to play here in the fourth. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Now Fox. He takes it in. Yep, that one goes. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Spurs.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Aldridge. Lots of room. Basket good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.